Howdy everybody. Good evening or good morning, as the case may be. Or good day, I suppose. Can't rule that out. Hope everyone's having a good week. Getting close to the weekend again. We are back for a Thursday modded run. Didn't have too much specific planned for this one, as far as new mods or anything particularly complex like that. Just figured I would put another run or two in with the current stuff I have installed, since there are plenty of artifacts and character cards yet to discover. So we will see where things end up. Isaac Max Soggins, that seems like a little bit too much chaos. Another Saturn run could be interesting. I don't know about that crew for it. Haven't done Jupiter in a while. Philip though. I want to say last week's modded run I did a Philip run already, so I kind of would like to go back to Soggins. This time around, at least. Soggins could get interesting in Tide Runner. That's not something I've done yet. Seeing as apologies would still move you around, and presumably botched cards would as well. That also makes me wonder, if you double a card, whether it would move you twice or just the once. Well, this seems like as good of a setup as any. Let's see how it goes. We'll keep things to normal and see if we can go a little bit faster through things this time. Just give myself that edge. That and Soggins is highly unpredictable, so 2 random type A's, remove 2, remove a card, gain 1 of 3 commons. 2 type A's is usually a solid bet. No, it's interesting that type A for smugness control halves the effectiveness. It makes it 0 cost, but it's only 1 each. That's still not bad though. Having a little more granular control wouldn't be the worst thing. Not as huge a fan of unpolished A. But the rest of them are all pretty solid. I guess my alternative is just removing both basic shots, which would be fine since I have 4 other attacks. Kind of a lot for starting deck. Yeah, we'll just do that. Not quite as fun, but certainly more consistent. And anything we can do to get consistency out of a Soggins crew is probably a good thing. Oh, why did lanes get turned on again? I wonder if it's because I updated. Go turn that off quick. No more lane dividers. Much better. We are testing out Soggins in the Tide Runner because I have questionable self-preservation instincts. Aw, Books is accepting Soggins' apology. Books is so pure. Other than, you know, when she wants all-out murder, but... I guess there's no reason not to chuck the rock out. Oh, come on. So it's gonna be one of those runs. Soggins is not happy today. Or he's very happy. I don't know if his mood really has anything to do with his competence. I suppose anchor does mean that pressing buttons is guaranteed to hit twice in the same spot, so that's kind of nice. Essentially turns it into another multi-shot. To move. Can't line up the shot otherwise. Oh, I didn't actually check whether anchor is frog proof. I have to assume it is. Oh, it's nice also, you can see the chain here. I wasn't paying attention to that before, but that's another UI suite thing where it shows the location of anchor in your deck at any given moment, just to make things a little easier to keep track of. Yeah, it is frog proof. Okay. It'd be kind of silly if it wasn't, because even if it botched, it would be out of your hand and it doubling wouldn't do anything. Finally. That's one double to 3 botches so far, Soggins. 2 doubles, alright. I guess he was just waiting till the end to unleash. Harnessing Smugness isn't bad. It's nice in that it's infinite, so you can just keep spending energy on it if you need to. Good way to mill up some damage or block as required. Actually, if that ended up on either side of my hand too, since I have Tidrunner, I could just use it for movement. Don't have any way to add Tane to it since I don't have Max or Philip, but still, could be interesting. We'll take it. I don't know if I've used that one yet before. Looks like we can get 2 elites if we go down. I do like the idea of getting some extra artifacts. But we could take a couple different routes to get there, so can I get an up or a down from chat? Down, 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 down. Ah, stag again. This one was tricky in the daily on Tuesday, although didn't end up causing me nearly as much trouble as Jumbo did that particular run. Lunge being on the left side means that if I play it, I'll only end up moving one to the right, so that's not especially helpful. I'm better off just moving left one. I evade. So we'll go that route. And as much as I would like to play Harnessing Smugness, that would also move me to the right. Suppose I could have played both that and Lunge instead. That would have left me with evade but no block at the end of the turn. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sure did something, Soggins. I also can't play that because I don't want to move back into the damage attack there. Nice going, Soggy boy. Let's see. Movement. The key then is just to save one energy after playing Anchor. Oh no, but Anchor's gonna move me one to the right. Since it's on the right side of my hand now. Suppose I should have thought of that before playing that apology. Which is not desirable. So I can't quite get out of things that way. Don't have any evade left either. So yeah, I think I just need to play Anchor and Mage Hand and then just sit. So if I just play Anchor and Lunge, no, that would also put me in a bad spot. Wait, if I play Anchor, then I play Lunge, and then I play Basic Block, I think that'll do. That'll move me, just move me 2 to the right. No, I'd still take damage because I'd only have 1 shield. Okay, I'm overthinking this and I should just play the darn hand. Well, now I really put myself in a bad spot. That was silly of me. No, I take 2 damage because I was careless. get out of dodge. Unfortunately, that leaves us pretty far from lined up for our next shot. Such luck. Alright. At least now we have some evade and shield built up. Thankfully this isn't a daily, so taking so long on this is no huge thing. Got better luck with the random movement there. Oh, but Soggins botched the multi-shot. Still got the mage hand off at least. Come on. Glad I grabbed the harnessing smugness. Alright. We have better space mine, mining drill, or zen. I don't think I really need zen as much since I have harnessing smugness to help me. I have two different cards to control smug with. Although I suppose Zen is 0 cost and draws a card, so it's essentially free. I don't have much going on mid-row, and I probably won't unless I get some cards with geodes from books, so better space mine isn't a bad idea. Although it is kind of expensive. I believe I have taken that one before. Yes, I have. Yeah, having some mid-row options for defense would be a good thing. This is a good fight to have mid-row as well. Since I don't have piercing to make it extra quick. There we go. Perfect timing on drawing that anchor because I did not want to have to spend energy moving back to the left. Oh, if that doubled then... Oh, it didn't double the attack because I only had one crystal, so it just doubled gaining shield. I see. Hey Shaka, I've been starting at 11 instead of 11:30 for a little bit now. I was just late this Tuesday because I had to pick someone up at the airport. 11 my time, I should say. I mean, top of the hour instead of half past. But yeah, I'm making potentially regrettable life choices running another Soggins, run, another Soggins build. Soggins runner, Tide Soggins. I was kind of hoping that might get doubled, but that's alright. Movement there. Move 3 over to get that. Only have the 1 dodge already. I would need 2 energy to have lethal. I can't quite get there. That's too bad. Yeah, I am not a morning person in any sense of the phrase. So with me being unemployed right now, I'm generally sleeping until noon or so. Noon to 1, somewhere in there. I function better in the evenings. I guess I could still get over to deal 2 damage. It's probably still worth doing that. I have plenty of block and all. And there's always the chance that Soggins doubles it and, you know. Or the chance that he doesn't, because of course not. I should not have played that crystal shard at the end of last turn. Whoops. Yeah, UI suite is pretty helpful. I just have the lane indicators disabled. Because I like how pretty the game is without them, and I don't especially need them at this point. There we go, got that double. Humiliating attack is back. We have attack for 5, but only at -3 smug, which honestly I have a pretty good chance of getting down to that now that I have harnessing and smugness control. That could be pretty useful. It would suck for Arian Books' cards, but now's the time. It's useful now, it might not be useful later. We'll try it out while we can. Okay, not a lot to do turn 1 here since I don't want to deploy a mine into an asteroid. If only I had Grazer Beam. But alas. I suppose I could anchor in pressing buttons and I might have a chance of hitting Drake, but it's not really worth exposing myself to the heat. If it were a daily, I would, just to try and deal damage sooner, but... ourselves ready with that -3 smug for next turn. You know, actually, I suppose I could have just intentionally gone to 3 smug in the hopes of over-smugging before playing the card, but that wouldn't be guaranteed. There's no certainty that I would botch or not botch, double a card in order to get over-smug to then be able to play humiliating attack. I'd have to have pretty good luck for that. Hey Kelsey, how's it going? This is a good turn for Space Mine though, assuming we don't botch it. I say, as Soggins immediately botches it. I should have saved that apology. Whoops, that would have been free movement on a different turn. Of course I get anchor when I'm lined up with the asteroid. Hey Dunkel. 5 AM is awful early. I will probably still be awake at 5 AM. Well, so far Soggins has definitely had a much higher botch rate than I would expect given the smugness meter, so we'll see. I guess if I play anchor, I do still have 2 evade. I can line myself up for humiliating attack. Smugness control to get myself down to 3 again. So it works out. I don't think vampire coyotes are a thing. I'm pretty sure that's not part of the lore. Soggins sure is pressing buttons. Unfortunately, I don't have the anchor in my hand right now, and I don't have a way to get it, otherwise pressing buttons would give me enough damage for lethal. I mean, on the whole biting topic, maybe I'm just a were-coyote. Ever think of that? You're one to talk, Tormod. Okay, it is fun to get lethal with humiliating attack. That feels satisfying. Definitely like it now that it's been upgraded. Oh, we have an actual channel point redeem. Imagine that. I believe that was the one where we take an ad break. So I'm gonna take a quick break and see y'all back in 3-ish minutes. Okay, speaking of time loops, back to the one where Soggins creates eternal torment for every other character in the game. Seeker, Medusa Field, and Stop It, all pretty good options. Seeker would probably be the best here just because I don't have a ton of mid-row going on besides the occasional mine. Actually, well, okay, because I am using embarrassing attack, humiliating attack, I'll remember the name of the card eventually. Because I'm using humiliating attack, I'm going to be spending a lot more time at low smugness, so Stop It may actually be helpful here. Oh yeah, that's a weird thought experiment. What does a Soggins smell like? I mean, he does, like, have the whole, like, enjoying hot tubs thing. Like, I imagine he probably bathes often because he's an amphibian. Like, he might have a weird, like, slightly froggy smell, but probably doesn't smell like, you know, gnarly. Colorful crystal. Replace one of your card rewards. That's missing an S. Replace one of your card reward by a card from a character that is not in your crew. Huh. That could get real interesting over time. Pirated Cat gives us temp shield for botching a card. We are certainly going to be botching many cards. And Shard Collector, which we're not really doing much with books yet, so we'll probably get most immediate benefit out of Pirated Cat, and I think that this being a Soggins run is probably complicated enough without Colorful Crystal, so. Spike 2. I could really use some piercing in this deck. I should probably upgrade multi-shot. Mines would be a good proactive thing to do since Spike puts out a lot of shooting shots. I don't know. Spike likes to go blasting. Oh, but the opportunity to mage hand and multi-shot at the weak points is too good. I'll put out mines next time. Defense, what's that? Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. That's, thank you, Mr. Prince. Yeah, not gonna complain about that one. That said, time to tank Soggins' smugness so that we can get that humiliating attack. Not this turn though, it doesn't appear to have been drawn. I guess we'll forego that strategy for now just because the opportunity to do damage here is too great. Gotta move 3 left if I want to hit. Stop It will get me 1. I could drop space mines. Yeah, I don't quite have enough energy to get over and actually attack for damage, so probably just Stop It and space mines to guarantee. Well, the temp shield will block any damage from that, but it'll at least keep me from taking damage. Oh, okay. I guess we're over smug then. That's a lot of mines. We're gonna draw a safety override. Yep. It's fine though, as long as we don't botch our attack, we're fine. So if I botch Crystal Shard intentionally, and I don't botch Mage Hand, we're good. Take cover wouldn't be the worst since I have been getting a lot of shield built up between Mage Hand, Basic Block, and Harnessing Smugness. Being able to convert a little bit of that to Temp Shield in a pinch would be kind of nice. It does take up space in the deck on a defensive option that I don't strictly need though, since I have plenty of maneuverability and high defense as it is. I like how you can see like one of Soggins' hands, he's just like clinging to parry. Sidestep would be nice if it wasn't movement to the right, because it being retained means it'll be cancelled out by Tide Runner if I play it on the left side of the hand. I think I'll just skip these. See what else we get. There's the hot tub. At the end of your turn, bring your smug closer to 0 by 1 unless you are over smug. I don't know if I've actually taken hot tub yet. It would be potentially a disadvantage here just because it would make it a little more difficult to consistently hit humiliating attack. I'm more inclined to take Revenge Drive or Hull Plating. I don't usually take Hull Plating, but given that we have Soggins, it might not be a bad idea to take Hull Plating. Then again, Revenge Drive will actually be useful here to a greater degree than it is in dailies, since I will actually be taking damage because Soggins. Tempting Button, oh boy. Fury Soggins Duo Artifact. Whenever you botch or double a parry card, add a Half-Hearted Apology to your hand. Okay, so even doubling parry's cards will give you an apology. Interesting. I mean, there's like no downsides to that. Sharp Edges is solid, but I'm not like milling the deck. I don't have rigs. Granted, it is a small deck since I took those basic shots out. Tempting Button seems nice though, and I haven't taken many duo artifacts yet. Won't get any more artifacts this zone. Until the boss, at least. The button is indeed too tempting. No, it's too bad I can't get down to -3 smug this turn. Even if I drew a useful card with the Crystal Shard, it would still only be able to be played once. I did indeed draw Smugness Control, but that would only get me to -2 and not -3. Yeah, that's true. I do remember reading that somewhere in the mod description. I mean, obviously you know that because you made the mod, but you can get 2 duo artifacts. You get offered one in Zone 1 and then another one in Zones 2 and 3, if I remember right. Or it might be 1 and 2 and then 3, but I think it was 2 and 3 that were grouped together. I saw but didn't take the Soggins Isaac duo artifact on my last Soggins run, but I didn't stream that one. Alright, well, multi-shot mage hand. Dish out the damage while I can before this thing starts darting around on me. I haven't actually. I suppose I should go do that. Ah, yeah. That's fun. I like the design y'all used for indicating which duo artifacts were which. And of course it's shown on both characters since it's a duo. Let's play pressing buttons and see what Soggins feels like doing today. Ah, Soggins chose violence. In that case, violence we shall have. Nice. Beg for Mercy is also pretty nice. Having that in my deck would make me a little more... well, a little bit less worried about taking hull damage intentionally to activate Revenge Drive. Beg for Mercy A is just expanding it to trigger if you have -2 or -3, and B is anything under 0 but it exhausts. Honestly, I like Beg for Mercy B. I might go for that if I take it. I didn't give myself any extra repair yards this zone. I'm probably going to want to prioritize that a bit more in zones 2 and 3 since I am letting the deck expand some. Mostly with Soggins cards. Basically entirely with Soggins cards. Almost like there's a theme here. Ah, Wizbo. My nemesis. Ooh, alright. I suppose that still gives me what I need to put that mine where I want it. It just means I only get 1 instead of 2. I do have what I need in order to play Beg for Mercy here, but I think I would rather deal damage. I don't think I've had Soggins on my team for Wizbo fight before. Love it. Don't really have a great setup for... Well, okay, if I play Stop It and Harnessing Smugness, actually, that'll move me 2 left and give me the right setup for Humiliating Attack, so I could do that. That's a good question. I would suspect not, just because, like, it would be a lot of extra voice lines to make different ones depending on smugness, but it would be a really neat detail. Bonk. Dealing damage indeed. Be gone, Soggins. It's fine, don't worry about it. Got him back, it's all good. Oh, but since he doubled something, I don't have -3 smug anymore. Darn it. Soggins, I need you to botch this basic dodge for me. Do me a solid. He did not. No solids were done this day. If only multi-shot were not on the left here. I guess with Harnessing Smugness and Lunge. No, because Lunge is gonna move me before it shoots. Oh, but I can just play Harnessing Smugness twice, right, because it's infinite. So we're good. Modded Wizbo does sound like a little bit ambitious. Not in like a bad way, just it's a really flavorful character. You would have to do a bit more to capture that effectively. I don't have a whole lot of high cost stuff, but extra battery doesn't really hurt. Oh, actually, Bloodstone Bolt could be interesting. I didn't really think about that seriously. I would want to probably get rid of Mage Hand, just because I don't have the crystal generation capacity to play both of them consistently. But Bloodstone Bolt would trigger Revenge Drive, and even if I didn't have the shard for the +1, if I happened to be on low smugness, I would be able to heal fine with the Soggins card anyway. We'll try that out. Seems like it could be fun. I do still want to get some piercing in this deck just because it's always good to have piercing, but I don't think it's a priority now because I'm about to fight Crystal. I guess if I get alternate Crystal it does still have some shield, but it's not a bad amount of shield. I suppose I could go Bloodstone A. Yeah, I think that's a better choice. Let's go with that. We did get alternate crystal. Oh, got the Bloodstone Bolt already. Good damage. Unfortunately, I can't line myself back up effectively to deal more with harnessing smugness here. I'm probably better off just setting myself up with low smugness for next turn. Got the humiliating attack and the beg for mercy. Perfect. Although I'm gonna heal after this battle anyway, so I'd rather use my energy effectively, put some mines out. Yeah, the alternate bosses are pretty fun. Mecha Rigs is honestly a lot easier, and I feel like Crystalline Takeover, at least for me, is a little easier as well, just because it's a little more predictable and you can shoot out the crystals that are going to deal damage. Yeah, that's fair. You do have a lot of counting to do with the fisty missiles. Well, Space Mine is in a terrible spot in my hand right now. Don't really want to gamble on pressing buttons putting me in the wrong spot, so I guess that's that. Got Anchor. Got Bloodstone Bolt, alright. Got our overdrive. And I think again, because I'm gonna heal at the end of this anyway, I'm just gonna go for doing damage. You truly are, Soggins, you truly are. Not gonna say what you're unmatched for, but you're unmatched. There is no one quite like you. Alright, that's zone 1 down. Zero draw is always fun, but I don't know that we have a ton to go with that. Pretty much just Bloodstone Bolt. May as well take the parry, I suppose. I took repeated mistakes on that last Soggins run, which was fun. Unfortunately, that run did not succeed. Orb Mastery is not great value since I am already putting out pretty good shield, and I have plenty of movement with Tidrunner inherently. Painter's Palette was fun last. That was a Phillip run that we did. That was the silly uranium rounds run. That one is always a good time. I think we'll go with that. Oh, Soggins actually has a pigment too. Alright, your next colorless card also adds a random half-hearted apology to your hand. Sure, let's try making a picture with Soggins pigment. The prince is being unhelpful. Well, we can't use Mage Hand now since Soggins botched that one, so... I don't actually want to play Half-Hearted Apology and move right because I want to stay lined up to attack next turn. So I guess I can just use Mage Hand for shield and move along. I feel like Soggins Pigment is like a tongue twister. Like that's a say 5 times fast kind of thing. Ooh, this is great actually. So I got Stop It and Bloodstone Bolt. I can ensure that I get Bloodstone Bolt and then immediately use Humiliating Attack. I suppose I have the energy, I can also play basic block first. Get a couple shard out of it, which will allow me to heal from Bloodstone Bolt, in theory. Even if it is botched. Nice job, Soggins. No, I used the frog proofing on, I waited and used the frog proofing on Bloodstone Bolt. It botched, that's why I got that mine. At least I'm pretty sure that's how that happened. I guess if someone feels like it, you can always go and, if you navigate to my videos, you can see the VOD live as I'm streaming and navigate to whatever happened to watch it as a replay. One of those weird things that Twitch lets you do that it doesn't really advertise as a feature, even though it is possible. Blast from the past A, rev the engines A, or battle repair. Okay, so the A upgrade for Blast from the Past just removes exhaust, which is fairly strong. Rev the engines just gives you 2 Hermes boots instead of 1. I know how to do all of those things on desktop. I don't know about mobile. Mobile makes things a little trickier. The clips editor is also just kind of weird. Well, Blast A is hard to turn down. I don't really need it right now, but it's not a bad card. It's certainly a lot of damage output for 3, seeing as it gives corrode as well. It's basically 4 damage in corrode if all 3 of them hit. I don't know if it's a great idea to take it with the propensity for there to be mines in the way, though. That and it being so, like, energy intensive. I think I'll just skip this one. It's hard to pass up that Blast from the Past, but I don't know. I feel like it's worth keeping the deck slim. Okay, chat, do we want up or a down here? I'm feeling either this middle route or the lower route. They are functionally similar. Up it is. I suppose at this point, if I were to shrink my deck, I could get it so that I could play Bloodstone Bolt like every turn or every other turn for free overdrive. That wouldn't be the worst of choice. Oh, right, I had a Soggins pigment. Okay, so it gave me an apology because of the Soggins pigment. And I just got lucky on Bloodstone Bolt. Yeah, what I meant to do was to play the stop it just before playing Bloodstone Bolt to guarantee that that didn't get botched. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I had been thinking about removing Basic Block or Mage Hand, but now that I have the color palette, like, I'll be able to get Crystal more often from that, from Book's Pigment, and that'll make Mage Hand more useful. And because I have it, I need to be able to play Basic Block or Basic Dodge to redeem those pigments. So I don't want to get rid of those anymore either. Lunge hasn't been especially helpful, so that might be worth tossing. If you click on channel point rewards, it'll give you a description for each one. Oh, you actually redeemed it, Tormod, yeah. It's okay, Tormod is a mod, he can fix that. Right, I was deciding what to do with this. Harnessing Smugness B is pretty strong. That actually could be pretty nice just to get immediately down to minimum smugness. And then to have a very powerful attack to play to get back from minimum smugness. Just in general, having 3 attack or 3 shield for 1 cost is great. Can't do anything to increase the damage on Humiliating Attack. Giving it Retain wouldn't be bad, but I don't think I really need it right now. Yeah, I think Beg for Mercy B is probably... that'll thin the deck a bit, while still retaining the usefulness. What characters do you think are most huggable? I mean, I don't know, like, I feel like Books is an obvious one. Isaac seems like he'd be a good hugger. Riggs would be, like, enthusiastic about it. You might have to, you know, be careful of cracked ribs and stuff. I feel like Isaac and Books are probably, like, the first 2 that would come to mind for me. Didn't get a great layout for this first hand. I guess I can redeem my pigments, but 2 of those are just going to attack into empty space, which is fine. Still a free shard, so... Oh no, they were Soggins pigments, not fairy. Okay. Well, even better then, I can get a free missile out on the brittle spot. Or actually, I can drop an asteroid there, still do the damage since it'll drop a mine. And then a missile. And then we just leave. Oh, we got 2 crystal shards. That's a nice thing to have doubled. Okay. I'll take it. Botched one of them, but that's fine. Okay, so it seemed like a bad setup for a first hand, and then Soggins ended up saving it. Isn't it crazy? Oh, no doubt. He's gonna wait until the Cobalt to do it, though. Or Cleo or something. Boink. Overpower B, that's interesting. Kind of expensive, though. I did try Soggins on hard. That was the ill-fated run that I did off camera. Or off stream. I suppose there's no camera involved in what I'm doing right now. Figure of speech and all. Soggins is very good at saying sorry. I don't know how sincere those apologies are, but he does say it a lot. Wait, why did I get two? Oh, because it was a parry card, yeah. Because I have that tempting button. The irresistible temptation to push. Okay, that was not the movement I was hoping for, but that's fine. We have enough shield. It's a-okay. Stardog is one of the worst combats to have parry for. I think he only ever does 2 damage at a time from cannons. All missiles all the time. I guess like Brack would be worse potentially, but well, no, doesn't Brack have some cannon damage? Or is it all just missile and drone? I forget. I am lucky that I did not have 2 shard there. I suppose the shield would have taken the hit anyway, but better than you. Oh, I haven't seen this one yet. Discard non-Soggins cards, draw as many Soggins cards. That's fun. Better than you A would actually be kind of helpful, potentially. Oh, better than you B though. It's math.max, except exclusively Soggins. I mean, that would get me stop it back. It would get me humiliating attack back. Oh, it does say draw though, so it presumably would have to be in the draw pile, not the discard pile. So that does limit it a little bit. So better than UA would probably be a little more helpful. Just because it doesn't cost anything to play, whereas B does. A just relies on not wanting to play the other non-Soggins cards in my hand, which I don't know how often that's going to be the case. I like the idea of the card, I just feel like it would have a lot more utility if it wasn't like with the original card or with A, you're limited by how many non-Soggins cards you have in your hand, and with B, you're limited by what's in the draw pile as opposed to the discard pile. That does indeed appear to be like Soggins Chad, complete with heavily cleft chin. The card art is truly amazing here. Yeah, I don't know if I can justify taking this one. Like, I kind of want to just because it's funny, and it's a new card that I haven't taken yet, but I feel like it would slot better into a deck where you had rigs already or something, so that you already had a decently sized hand to discard a bunch of non-Soggins cards. Or if I had like a small and compact combo of Soggins cards that I wanted to consistently be able to grab. Soggins. I will leave that for another run. I have quite the handful of Soggins cards as it is. Ah, Tooth. Do we have anything that would actually benefit? I suppose Buckshot, if I do play Bloodstone Bolt in that same turn and get Overdrive, then Buckshot would do damage. Similarly, Bruise could be used to trigger Revenge Drive for free. Well, not for free, but for 1 energy. Buckshot's really the only one that makes sense to me to maybe take. It still seems like it's not necessarily good enough to be worth it. Bruise was the last card that I needed to take to complete the codex in the base game. It took me a while to find Tooth again to actually grab it. Waltz makes sense if you have Strafe. I think that was one of the first Tooth cards I actually took and used. Iframes can be good if you're going up against Cleo, or in the Cobalt fight. Right, yeah, the game that I'm playing. I don't know, I kind of want to keep my deck on the smaller side, so I think I may just skip these. It's not as though I don't have plenty of attacks as it is. ricochet paddle. Yeah, Aegis is the one that I've never really used. I took it at least once, so it's in my codex, but I've not really, like, leaned into it on a run before. Okay, bad time to have anchor. Let's press buttons at random and see if it gets us out of this predicament. It does! Hooray! Joyous day. I suppose now that I have ricochet paddle, I could technically shoot the shaker missiles. I would need to actually, like, have the movement and the attack ready to do that, though. Yeah, rail cannon is, always interesting. I'm kind of tempted just to bloodstone bolt without the crystal here so I don't have to worry about the movement. I suppose actually if I crystal shard, I can space mine my way back over and still bloodstone bolt. That's probably worth it. Assuming we don't double or botch any of those in such a way as to mess things up. Okay, well, that was a double that didn't hurt things anyway. Actually, so Bloodstone Bolt would get me 4 damage, and then Multi-Shot would get me another 4. And Mage Hand would be 3 on top of that, so I do actually have phase 1 lethal if I line up to hit all of those attacks. Oh, I don't remember that being a thing. Huh. I don't recall that at all. I am excited to try Dinah at some point. We will get there eventually. I suppose this is an opportunity to ping-pong a missile for the same amount of damage as it would have done to just, you know, shoot the enemy, but still, it's fun. Okay, next turn is going to suck having 2 shakers, but that's fine. We'll be fine. It'll be fine. One of our cards is anchor. We have no block. There's no evade left. It'll be fine. Well, pressing buttons is unlikely to make things worse. Actually, if it moves us to the left, it will definitely make things worse. I should just humiliating attack, and that'll put me to where I'm only taking 1 damage. This was somehow Soggins' fault. Yep. It does mean that I get overdrive already this turn. Oh, and since that counted as last turns, I can get it again with Bloodstone Bolt here, so that's exciting. Of course, I don't have movement, so I would be able to make that hit if I went to the left. I have to go to the right and then shoot the missile twice before I can even start actually dealing damage. YOLO, I guess. We'll see how this goes. Okay, realistically, I should be saving that crystal shard to move me back to the right after playing Bloodstone Bolt. Oh, damn it. I was wondering why it didn't move after doubling, and then I realized that it was going to draw anchor. I guess if I move over with anchor, I can still shoot through the missile once and then hit with 1 harnessing smugness attack, but then I won't have any shield. Probably better off just being defensive at this point, which sucks given that we have 2 overdrive, but at least we'll carry 1 to next turn. Okay, if I play Smugness Control, I can beg for mercy and get that out of the deck. And heal that damage from last time, so that works out. Yeah, right? One less card for you, darn it. Still not in a great place here. Guess we can basic block and see what apologies we get. Or just use mines. Lots of mines. All the mines. That works. That is relatable, books. That is relatable. We're getting there. Alright. We're over-smugged, but we're getting there. That's true. This is just Puri as the babysitter run. That's kind of funny. Oh, come on, Soggins. Right, yeah, that was the oversmug thing. It's fine. Time zones are a scam. In fact, the 24-hour day cycle is completely arbitrary. We should be able to just sleep when we want. I will maintain this position. It is the stupid hill that I die upon. Society needs to normalize nap time for adults. Like, we should never have stopped normalizing nap time. Fracture detection is always fun. Glass engine doesn't make any sense since I'm taking damage frequently. I mean, Books does crave violence sometimes. It is just a thing that she do, so. But you know, maybe Books can have a little violence as a treat. You could do a lot worse as far as all controlling beings. Rider is still great. Blam. Get frog blasted. There was a bird enemy and they took it out? No birds? I mean, I think Rider is pretty great. Like, I wouldn't change Rider. However, birds are neat. That was not the direction I was hoping to go, but that's alright. Overpowered Isaac sounds fun. I see no problems with this. Yeah, I mean, Isaac does defense extremely well even without shield drones. I basically never use them, but I find Isaac great defensively anyway, just because you can throw stuff in mid-row and block all damage. Oh, that was the brittle spot all along. I suppose I should have been paying more attention to that. There are only 5 spots on that ship. Just forgot I had the artifact. notice that. Okay, it does remove the recycle to take the B upgrade. That's still fine, realistically. I might not have picked it if I had paid closer attention, though. Alright, already found the brittle spot. Although this being rigs, it's going to be hard to get over there consistently since it's on the left side. Yeah, Soggins does seem like he would be susceptible to that kind of BS. It's a shame if I move over and play Bloodstone Bolt here. Well, okay, I can use stop it and move back to the right and then still get the brittle. Humiliating. This means I also won't have any guarantee that Soggins won't botch this. Okay, we got lucky. Oh, but that didn't take us down. Right, I forgot I wasn't down at a low enough smug level. So I can't actually use that. That's disappointing. I guess I'm still best off playing basic block to move over into the 1 damage versus 2 damage attack. Yeah, that Bloodstone Bolt Revenge Drive combo is pretty great. Quite be enough if I parried brittle spot, but it'd be close. I can't get over there anyway, though. Alright, there's a 50-50 if I press buttons that Soggins moves me directly into a mine or moves me into the weak spot. What do you say, Soggins? Okay, we doubled. We picked option number 3 and ended up back where we started. You know, fair enough. That's certainly the Soggins thing to do. And botched the multi-shot. Alright. Have humiliating attack. I only need 4 over to get to the brittle spot, which I should be able to do if I play. Well, no, because I have to play anchor first to actually move with stop it. Get me 3 over. I suppose I can just humiliating attack and then smugness in the attack formation, as long as at least one of those hits the weak point. Or we can see what Crystal Shard gets. Yeah, but in order to get to the weak point, I have to not play it in the attack. The Crystal Shard is not going to grab me anything useful, so I probably will not have lethal here. I'll just attack as normal then. Full aggro. And there's the parry for the win, just in time for another ad break. Which is why I was trying to speed through that last turn. So I'm gonna go take a quick break, stretch, get some water, do all that good stuff. In the meantime, I hope y'all can do the same, and I will see you in a few minutes. Okay. You are correct, Shaka. I don't believe we have seen extra apology yet. I don't think we'd benefit much from table flip. A second parry wouldn't be the worst if we do intend to go for Cleo. Extra apology wouldn't be a terrible thing to have with our current strategy kind of favoring low smugness, but it is expensive to set up since it costs a whole 3 energy. Yeah, the icon is different for extra apology V. Oh, I think it's like on his hands and knees as opposed to being sitting. It gives you one at the start of each turn, yeah. If I had anything to give me extra energy or like energy refund, I think I'd be a little more inclined to take extra apology. I should probably take it just because I have the opportunity to, even if I don't use it much. Mooring line V2, always excellent. Berserker Drive could be fun. Oh, actually, Berserker Drive, well, I mean, given it is the second turn, it might be a little less useful, but if I do fight Cleo, then that would make parry a one-shot. Genesis I don't really want to take right now since I, again, just don't have energy refund or anything to give me extra energy per turn. Yeah, that's a fair point, Kelsey. The botching mechanic does make it more risky. Yeah, mooring line is going to be helpful no matter what. It has basically no downsides, so I think that's the one to take here. Also, like, the fact that I put the amount of time into this game that I do obviously is evidence to how much I enjoy it, but just to take a moment, like, holy shit, the sound design in Cobalt Core is fantastic. Just everything fits together so well. It's true that I don't have to fight Cleo anymore, but I feel like at this point I need to, like, give myself as much practice doing that as possible, even though I'm never going to have Soggins in a daily. It's also just like one of those things like, hey, I can do it, and therefore... got the perfect apology out of that one. Oh yeah, I mean, I know the soundtrack is fantastic, but I just mean, like, in general, like the noise between zones, the text scrolling noises, the attacks, and various effect noises. Like, it's all just very cohesive and good sounding. Nice. That was an excellent double. Okay. If only I still had that anchor so that I could stick here and hit it twice with pressing buttons instead of just the once. I do have plenty of evade though, I guess. So if it moves me the wrong direction, I can maybe still come back for lunch. Oh, okay, or that'll get doubled too. Impressive odds. Soggins just coming in clutch. Oh, Perfect Specimen or Zen A, both of those are great. I think Perfect Specimen plays into what I've got going on a little bit better though. Interesting layout. Lots of opportunity to ask Twitch chat whether I should go up or down. Do we go for this event or that event? Up it is. We begin a zigzag. Ooh, minefield time. We are absolutely going for max exploding. Very boom. Ah, here's our second duo artifact. Book Soggins duo artifact. At the start of each turn, gain 1 shard for every 2 apologies in your draw and discard piles. Huh. Interesting. You don't have to have artifacts, Tormod. Duo eligibility is based on having a character-specific artifact or having a character-specific rare or a certain number of cards, I think. Like, there are multiple criteria. Perfect Specimen is a rare for books, so... Okay, so the thing with Magic Words is that it's based on draw and discard piles, so it's any apologies you haven't actually played. But it does just give you that at the start of each turn, so if you have any apologies in your deck at all, you're getting at least 1 shard per turn, as long as they're not in your hand. Excuse me. Anyway, that could be interesting. I don't use Shard for a whole lot right now, but it doesn't hurt to have more of it. Stun Calibrator is always great. The other thing to remember with the Duo artifact is that I will get offered it again at every artifact reward this zone, so yeah. Yeah, like Shaka was just saying, yeah. Grimoire is always nice, because it just gives you an extra card on turn 1. Not to mention having extra shard in the deck. I mean, Stun Calibrator is so powerful, it's hard to pass it up basically ever. The book's artifacts would be more interesting if I had more to spend shard on right now. I'm not really leaning into books despite having a pretty good setup for her. I think I'll just go Stun Calibrator for now. Hell yeah, crab time. I love how I said that before Brack. I just knew. We are almost certainly going to be taking some heat damage this one. Do you have frog facts? Don't have the right kind of movement to get over there. I mean, that sort of makes sense. Crabs like beaches. Beaches are usually warm. Hot sand, all that. I suppose this is a good turn to play extra apology. The pot tub. Alright. I'm pretty sure someone was making a similar joke on the devs Discord like last week. Oh my god, did Soggins just botch the perfect shard? Wow. I did not even think of that. Wow, okay, that's just gone forever now. Nice going, Soggins. Alright. Well, no, that's true. If it's botched, it's discarded. You're right. Yeah, perfect specimen is... It only actually removes it from your deck when it's played. I don't have any movement and parry is on the left. That is very inconvenient. Especially since I could Bloodstone Bolt for a second overdrive here. I could play Unpolished Crystal and see if I get an evade out of that, but that would move me to the right. Just in order to play the Crystal Shard. Oh, that's frustrating. I would like to be dealing big damage right now. I have the cards to do it, I just don't have the positioning. I guess if I'm pressing buttons, I might. If I'm lucky, it moves me to the left and then I move one to the right because Tide Runner. That would at least let me play Bloodstone. Or, you know, we just botch it. That's fine too. I didn't need that anyway. I suppose this does prove that Brack does indeed have cannons. I couldn't remember earlier, and now I know. It's still worth playing Bloodstone Bolt just to give myself an overdrive for next turn. It took you that long. Oh shoot, you know, I just realized I got redraw out of one of those apologies. I could have just redrawed parry. Oh well. Redrawed? Redrew? Alright, let's see. I only have to move over 3 spaces. I have 1 movement. I don't really want to redraw Humiliating Attack because it's good damage, but I can't otherwise get over there, so... Oh, you know, if I redraw a card, I'm pretty sure it moves it to the right, so that would let me play Basic Dodge without it moving me to the right. And then I would have 2 movement. That would get me closer. Granted, I also have Anchor in here, so there's a decent chance of my redraw just making it so that I have to move right anyways. I just have not been lucky with the card order in the hand for the last couple turns. Yeah, I should just deal with it and focus on next turn. And especially on getting myself plenty of evade for next turn. Alright, here we go. Taker's 2 damage, so I'm still 1 short there. Guess I can redraw parry and see what I get. Soggins control, that will help. I guess if I use up 1 of my evade and play the mine, they'll at least deal some damage. That way. Same amount of damage regardless, so better to have the mine out than not. Ah. Alright, Soggins, you're lucky that those apologies constitute the sum of what that attack would have done anyways. there's humiliating attack, finally. Finally got to play it. This has been one of the longest Brack fights I've ever had. Just not playing nice today. This is indeed bugged. It is absolutely the fault of the game and not Soggins' terrible decisions. I can at least move a mine into the way of the drone there. Yay, pigments. I guess with all these zero costs, I may as well just keep on moving to the right. Darn it. I was really hoping to get a useful attack out of that. Specifically, humiliating attack, but oh well. If I want that next turn, then I shouldn't play Soggins as an attack this turn. Then again, what else am I gonna do this turn, so... Oh, there's the brittle spot. Well, okay. I, once again, was not paying attention to even be looking for it. I also should probably be using Stop It more often than I have been. But... eh. Extra battery A is nice. Yeah, I think I'll take that. Alright, viewers, are we going to the up or the down elite? Tormod says down. Duncan it is. I suppose this isn't the worst time to have extra battery, although I don't know how much I could do with it. I guess I could replace a couple of those asteroids with mines. Oh, or I could botch it and get a bunch of apologies. Alright. I didn't break it. This could not have possibly been the fault of Soggins? Unfathomable. Out. Got extra energy out of the pigment there. Not that I can do anything super useful with this. I guess I could redraw it. Get parry. No, we got smugness control. Perfect. Grab that beg for mercy while we have a good opportunity. Want to save parry for when Duncan's drills get a little bit more high-powered. Yes, let Soggins fire. What could possibly go wrong? Didn't get great positioning this turn, not a whole lot useful we can do. Soggins is pretty good at blasting. No guarantees that the enemy is who he'll be blasting, but, you know. Blasting is kinda his thing. know, I should probably have been looking for the brittle spot. I keep forgetting that I have fracture detection this run. I think it's one of the drills. That'll do. I'm trying B. Draw 2 cards. Exhaust the rest of your hand. Get that many apologies. Doesn't quite fit with our current strategy, I don't think. Yeah, that does appear to be what that is, Tormod. The round block goes into the square hole. Anyway. Rev the engines might be nice. Good way to get out of the way quick. Ping pong armor. On pick up your cannon game's armor when any armored part is hit. The hit then bounces once randomly back to the attacker. Okay. That seems really funny. And would probably not be too bad of a thing, considering we're pretty close to the end of the run and I'm not relying on piercing or anything. Only thing I can think of being annoying with it is the whole cannons on the Cobalt. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point. Wait, so how does that work with if your cannon is the part that gains armor and you shoot an armored part? Does it just keep bouncing? Like it says bounces once randomly back to the attacker. Okay, so it just bounces the one time. Because otherwise you would end up with like infinite bouncing, which would be silly. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Did that just like soft lock the game or what? Rock collection is basically just free defense. Actually, heal booster would be great with this build. I just like tune it out at this point because I never take it on dailies. Yeah, I can see how that would get pretty screwy. I don't know if I quite have an excellent setup for fighting Cleo, but I can get 2 more upgrades before then, plus 2 artifacts, so that'll help. I kind of want to do it at this point just to like have the sense of accomplishment of doing something like that with Soggins, even if it is only on normal difficulty. I still haven't upgraded multi-shot. I probably should have done that a while ago. I guess I could just yank unpolished crystal, like at this point I get crystal from enough other things. Hey, there's Piercer, okay. Well, that'll make it much easier to deal with Cleo. I pretty much just have to get my parry out. Probably go for parry B just in case I draw it with like an apology or a crystal shard. Yeah, if Soggins botches parry, I'm going to be upset. I'm gonna laugh, but I'm gonna be upset. I have 18 cards, so if I'm really unlucky, it could be like third turn that I get parry, which would be kind of unfortunate, but I feel like I have a decent chance of getting it before then just because I have a number of ways to draw extra cards. I also probably wouldn't survive to turn 3, so I really have to count on drawing it early if I can. Which, with that in mind, maybe I should just slim the deck down by 1 more card. Just to give myself better odds instead of upgrading parry. I guess with how I've been using Stop It, having Stop It B wouldn't be the worst thing. It would draw more cards. Wait, what? Soggins just doubled it? So now I get 2 extra apologies? Why did that take him to full smugness? Huh. Smugly apologizes indeed, yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a 3-cost card, so... Okay, well, at least I got a lot of apologies out of it. Talking about it with such confidence already, jeez. Okay, so we doubled Bloodstone. Got 2 energy left and 3 cards to play. I suppose I have a redraw yet, a couple of redraw yet. And extra battery and stop it. Yeah, I mean, might as well go all out, right? There it is. Alright. Oh, but that's still not quite enough because I'm at 1 smug. Dang it. Unless I'm lucky enough to botch the card that I play after getting rid of... Well, yeah, I don't have enough energy. So yeah, there's no way I can humiliating attack here. That's too bad. Oh hey, the mine revealed the brittle point. Not that I'm anywhere near that right now. Now I really wish I was near the brittle point. Okay. The outcome I was hoping for. Nice. Not that much of it is immediately useful, but free stuff for later. Slightly closer than we were before, but still not especially close. Also don't have any great attacks for it. I guess we can always press buttons and see what happens. Okay, that puts us in range to hit the brittle spot. Be lethal, but damage is damage. I guess I could lunge and then move, but it's armored anyway, so it's not worth it. There we go. Bloodstone Bolt B. I already have Bloodstone Bolt A, so I don't really need B. That's just more crystal cost for more healing, which I already get because of Healing Booster. Front-loaded Blast B is pretty strong. Does add fumes though. And for Cleo I want to keep a slim a deck as possible to get very if I can. Oh, energy refund would be helpful for a couple things. Harry and Extra Apology would benefit from that. Also got Cockpit Lock-On and Grimoire again. Grimoire would give me a better chance of drawing parry. Energy Refund would be generally useful, but I don't think it would help any with the Cleo fight specifically, so I think we'll go with Grimoire. And because Twitch is bothering me about it again, I'm going to leave y'all on a cliffhanger and take a quick break. So I will see you back in 3 or 4 minutes. That's a good question. I don't think we did get a second duo offered again. I'll have to go back and look, but yeah, I don't think that was a thing that happened there. Did I? Well, yeah, I had magic words offered like earlier in the zone. I'm saying like at that last pickup, I don't think there was a duo. Anyway, I'll run an ad real quick and be back in a few minutes. Alright then. Time to make mistakes and end the run prematurely. Okay, we got rev the engines at least. Oh, I should have revved the engines first, probably. Well, there's no guarantee the stuff I drew with that would have been able to move me, though. Oh, and there's stop at B. Did not upgrade parry though, so I don't want to draw it this turn now that I've spent energy. So playing that would be a gamble. But I think I kind of need to for the movement, if nothing else. It's too bad I didn't get that on the right instead of Mage Hand, because it'd be nice to be able to play the Space Mines just to put down some cover. I guess I can always use that second energy on Smugness Control for an extra couple of block, or just really gamble with pressing buttons, but that seems unwise. Granted, this entire thing is unwise, so you know. Oh, you know, I do get stunned though, so that is a point in favor of pressing buttons. Granted, it's going to move me. If it moves me left, it's still a lot worse. Probably still better off playing Stop It and just getting some further movement to the right. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Well, I said it, and then I did it, and it was as much of a mistake as I said it would be. Ouch. I don't think we're living this one. I don't think I can survive the turn with the Seekers. I might be able to weasel my way through turn 2, but there's no way I'm making through turn 3. Like, I can definitely make it through this turn. I can quite possibly make it through next turn. Turn 3 is going to be brutal though. Like, if I had chaff emitters or something maybe, but I don't, so... One kind of complaint I have with Painter's Palette is, like, it's really hard, at least for me, to tell the difference between the pigments, both in the little icon on the artifact and on the cards themselves. So I never really am quite sure what I'm going to get until I play the card, because I can't tell the difference between, like, the book's pigment looks a lot like the unknown pigment, the Soggins pigment looks a lot like the Perry pigment. Like, it's just subtle differences in color, and they're not, like, big enough or clear enough for me to tell half the time. Anyway, mistakes were made. So much for this run. Playing Beg for Mercy would be fitting. Oh, you know, multi-shot does have stun. So if I move one to the left and get a multi-shot off that stuns, I'll only be in for 5 damage. That's not too bad. Okay, yeah, that's workable. Lunge would move me one to the right, so I don't want to play that. Basic block similarly, don't want to play that. I guess Beg for Mercy just to get the full health before I lose a bunch of it. And now I die. Of course I got parry again on Just to like seal in the fact that there was no way I ever could have survived this. Yeah, this was a mistake. I guess if I really wanted to be, like, petty, I could close the game now and restart the fight, knowing that parry would be drawn turn 2, and just, you know, intentionally, Yeah, Medusa Field would have been smart if I had been thinking about Cleo ahead of time. I had 1 or 2 opportunities to grab that. Yeah, not a whole lot I can do here. Seeing as this isn't a daily and all that, I'm just gonna be petty about it and relaunch the game. At least assuming that behaves the same way in modded that it does in base game, but I don't see why it wouldn't, so. Oh, I like that the game just starts right up with the music. Alright. Half-hearted apology next loop, yeah. Okay, so our strategy for turn 1 is going to be largely similar except for the whole not drawing parry thing. I am kind of curious if pressing buttons would move us to the left or the right, but it's not worth risking getting wrecked. $10 damage, that's survivable if we take smugness control. It is tempting to press buttons, though. I mean, you know, we already save scummed once, so like... Of course. Yeah, alright. That was me being cheeky. I had to know. I had to know. Does modded have save states? I guess I've never paid attention because I've never, like, really dug into things yet. Debug mode. This way I only take 5 damage. That's a little better. There we go. This was totally a legitimate victory, and not at all a manipulation of space-time. It's okay, Soggins didn't need to intervene for there to be comedy. Right then, Cobalt time. I want to say that the damage in later turns is higher, so it's probably better to hang on to parry. That said, it's a nice opportunity to multi-shot the weak spot. Or double multi-shot the weak spot. That's fine. Push buttons. And find the brittle spot right away. Alright. That is a fair point. I think it does a little bit more damage later on, but I don't 100% recall. I should probably pay more attention to the attack patterns on enemies and, you know, properly memorize them instead of just going on vibes and half-remembered things, given how much I play this game, but eh. There's the Bloodstone Bolt. Also extra apology, I suppose. There's basically no reason for me not to play Bloodstone Bolt every time I get it, as long as I have the crystal. Just continually get heals. Sure, okay. Too bad trash is frog proof. I'm gonna intentionally over smug here to get myself to minimum smug quickly. In hopes of maybe getting humiliating attack. Nope. Did get Beg for Mercy, I guess I can at least play that. Yeah, it does make sense that trash is frog-proof. It's more just that I was complaining because it was inconvenient for me in that particular moment. Whether or not I play Harnessing Smugness, I lose all of my shield. Goodbye. That was definitely a legitimate victory. Absolutely nothing screwy with that run. To be fair, I don't think I would have had any trouble beating the Cobalt if I hadn't gone for Cleo there, but... I figured it was better being on stream and all to do the entertaining thing rather than the smart or the honorable thing. Anyhow, thanks y'all for coming out. It's always good to see ya, always good to hang out, always good to explore Soggins and all of the possibilities therein. I'll be back on Tuesday for another daily. I may or may not pop in over the weekend for another stream or two. We will see. I don't know. I'd really like to, at some point, like, I take a lot longer on runs while I'm streaming. But even so, I take a lot longer at runs in this game than most people do in general. I'd like to try and see if I can speed that up some, but I don't know if that's something for stream so much as something that I just want to practice more off stream and see how I can get my runs a little faster so I can afford to experiment a little more. But anyway, I can ramble about this all night. I need to sign off, so thank you all for coming, and I will see you next week. Have yourselves a good one.